Hello students, in the previous lecture we have discussed about the domain and range of inverse trigonometric functions. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss some questions of exercise 2.1. The questions from 1 to 10 are related to the principal value of the functions. So the question is like this: find the principal value of the following. So let us start with question number 1. In this, the function is sine inverse minus 1 by 2. Now, let sine inverse minus 1 by 2 equals to y. Then this implies that sine y equals to minus 1 by 2. And we know that this minus 1 by 2 is the value at minus pi by 6. So we will write this as sine y equals to minus sine pi by 6, and this minus sine theta means what? We can write this as sine y equals to sine minus pi by 6. Now, this value lies between the principal value branch of sine inverse, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So we can write, since principal value branch of sine inverse is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and this value lies between this branch. So we can say that this is the principal value of the given function. So we can write, so principal value of this given function sine inverse minus 1 by 2 is minus pi by 6. So children, this is the principal value of the given function. Now come to question number 2. In question number 2 we have the function cos inverse root 3 by 2. This is the function. So in the same procedure we will apply. Let cos inverse root 3 by 2 equals to y. Then this implies that cos y equals to root 3 by 2. And this is the value at what? Pi by 6. So we can say cos y equals to cos pi by 6, and this pi by 6 is the value that lies in the principal value branch of cos inverse, that is 0 to pi. So we can say, since principal value branch of cos inverse is 0 to pi, and this value lies between this branch. So we can say that principal value of cos inverse root 3 by 2 is pi by 6. Okay children? Now come to question number 5. In question number 5 we have cos inverse minus 1 by 2. So we have to find the principal value of this function. So we will start. Let cos inverse minus 1 by 2 equals to y. Then this implies that cos y equals to minus 1 by 2, and this is the value at what? pi by 3. But we can write this according to the principal value branch. So we can write this as cos y equals to minus cos pi by 3, and minus cos pi by 3 means in which quadrant? In second quadrant. So we will write this as cos y equals to cos pi minus pi by 3. Then only it becomes negative. So this implies that cos y is what? Cos 2 pi by 3. And this 2 pi by 3 lies between 0 to pi. That is the principal value branch of cos inverse. So we can say that since principal value branch of cos inverse is 0 to pi, so principal value of cos inverse minus 1 by 2 is 2 pi by 3. Now one more question I am taking, that is question number 10. Question number 10 is cosec inverse minus root 2. So the same procedure we will apply. Let cosec inverse minus root 2 equals to y. This implies that cosec y equals to minus root 2, and this is the value at what? Pi by 4. So we can write this as cosec y equals to minus cosec pi by 4, and minus cosec theta means what? Cosec minus theta. So we can write this as cosec y equals to cosec minus pi by 4. So cosec of minus theta is minus cosec theta. Now this lies in the principal value branch of what? Cosec theta, cosec inverse. So we will write since principal value branch of cosec inverse is what? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and 0 is not included. So this value is not 0, and this lies between the principal value branch. So we can say that, so principal value of cosec inverse minus root 2 is minus pi by 4.